Thank you and good evening. It's an honor and pleasure for me to be here. And I would like, first of all, to congratulate also BMO Financial and the Rockwell Automation relative to their awards. And specifically then thank and congratulate both those two companies that are here with us tonight. So give them also an applause as they come up later. So Bill and Blake, congratulations. You know, I think it's important to think about a couple of things for me relative to my commitment to diversity and inclusion. As I said earlier on the panel discussion, I'm born and raised in Sweden, a country with equal opportunity despite gender. I grew up in a family with 4 siblings, 2 sisters and 2 brothers. I have 4 children myself, 2 girls and 2 boys. I thought that is normal in life. I left Sweden in 1991 and I suddenly recognized that's not exactly how it is everywhere in the world. Looking forward today, believe it or not, I have 6 grandchildren. Can you believe that? 5 of them are girls. One is a boy, his name is Oscar, and he's already walking in high heels. But it's important to make a commitment relative to diversity and inclusion. And I would like to recognize 2 individuals on top of 90,000 3Mers that are totally committed to diversity. And that is our Senior Vice President for Human Resources, Marlene McGrath. And our Executive Vice President for Consumer Business Group, Joaquin Delgado. For us at 3M, we laid out a very clear plan relative to inclusion and diversity 5 years ago. And it's one of our 6 strategies, and it's very clearly articulated in the vision. Everyone in the organization knows about it today. And it was a pleasure for me during dinner that one individual from Rockwell came up and told me that his son is working in 3M at a relatively low level, but he knew exactly what we are doing in 3M relative to the initiative. And I think that is speaking a lot relative to what we do, the inclusion, and how people are driving it forward. Now, we have still a long way to go. And we have laid out a clear goal by 2025 relative to our sustainability initiative, relative to where we would like to come. And in my way, we're only halfway there. We're only halfway where we would like to go. And we will challenge this as we move forward in everything we do. For me, it's very personal, not relative to only where I came from and where I see the future, but also to make sure that as a leader, you need just to be smart relative to make sure that you pick the right people for the task. And if you exclude more than 50% in the world relative to brains, you're not very smart. And there are statistics from a country perspective. When you utilize males and females, those countries are more productive than others. So there is evidence relative to what you have to do in order to get the best pool working for you. And I think it's important when I think about it relative to what needs to be done. We all together, and when we were here today working today, could see all the elements that the 3 winning companies have together. They're slightly different, but all with the same outcome. Improve competitiveness. Improve competitiveness. With diversity and inclusion, we will all be more competitive, And it all starts from the top, with the board, with the management, and then have everyone included in the company as you move forward. For us at 3M, we are very honored to be here tonight and be recognized. And I'm only one small individual of all those 90,000 people in 3M that let it happen. And I will tell you one thing that happened this week. We announced in 3M 4 new appointments to what we call executive conference. And no one at 3M really thought about the announcement. But the announcement was to think about the top 100 leaders in 3M. We appointed 4 new people. 3 of them were female. 1 was a male. 1 was born in India. 1 was born in the United States. 1 was born in Chile, and 1 was born in Turkey. The beauty of it is no one actually reacted to the announcement. It is the way we work at 3M. Inclusive, different ideas, add to each other, and that is why we'll be successful. And we all here tonight will be successful together. We commit and we drive towards more inclusion and more diversity. Thank you very much. Now I have the right one.
Details.